this return to power politics as an inevitable fact of life. Mackenzie King, supported by delegates from the other Canadian political parties, was credited with the concept of the middle power and worked to establish some place in the scheme of things for such middle powers. Although the world listened politely to Canada, King's contribution was undramatic. One confidant said he was already disillusioned by the UN, and his mind was occupied with an impending domestic struggle. His last political campaign was about to begin. A general election had been called. The CCF under M.J. Caldwell had gained strength during the war, winning Saskatchewan and showing power in Ontario and BC. John Bracken was not well known, and his progressive conservatives stood no chance in Quebec because of their stand on conscription. The Liberals had run a successful war effort. There was unemployment insurance, family allowances, and high prosperity. On the 11th of June, 1945, the Canadians voted. Mackenzie King had been worried, but his fears were unfounded. Both opposition parties gained strength, but the durable old man of the Liberal Party had his majority. As it had ever been, they called him names and then gave him their vote. Even the armed forces, who had favored the Conservatives in 1940, cast a plurality for the Liberals. Mackenzie King seemed inevitable, and his opponents conceded defeat.
The people of the nation have spoken. I accept their verdict, and I extend my congratulations to the government. The party I lead will work consistently towards the objectives outlined in our manifesto. As an opposition, we shall be vigilant and cooperative and carry out our responsibilities without bitterness.
Now I'd like to express my appreciation to all those who have given and are giving support to our people's movement. For myself, I shall go forward. I know that I shall suffer under some of the handicaps we knew before the House closed, but we believe in the ultimate success of our movement, and we shall continue to go forward with absolute confidence of future success.
The mandate the government has received today is a mandate to strive above all else for full employment and social security in our own country, and for a new world order, an era of world security and world peace based on international understanding, on mutual aid, on friendship and goodwill.
There were still the Japanese, and the Canadians were now free to fight them. Men who had fought for nerve-wrenching years on the North Atlantic volunteered to fight once more in the Pacific. A new cruiser, Ontario, was commissioned and set sail for Suez to join HMCS Uganda, already fighting the Eastern War. The RCAF planned to send 8 squadrons they called their Tiger Force, and Canada was committed to dispatch an army division to the Pacific. Major General Bert Hoffmaster, distinguished veteran of Italy, would lead them. But as Mackenzie King wished luck to Hoffmaster, he knew he might be acting out a charade. The division might never have to fight. Of the politicians, only the Prime Minister and C.D. Howe knew the story. Nuclear fission had been discovered in 1939. Canada, like many other nations of the world, was immediately alive to the possibilities of this great new source of energy.